Yay. Whoa, baby! Is that at me? Come on now. Dude, you didn't even hear my pitch. You could shoot at me all you want.
Watch it, someone's shooting.
Oh, I thought that was you.
No, it wasn't.
You're like the hero that came from the forest trying to save our lives.
Yeah, well, I'm a nice guy.
How nice.
I don't trust you.
Why would you? You just came running at me with an axe saying your people shooting. I thought that was like an issue of trust. Like, come on, dude. See what I mean?
Well, I like this guy, but I don't like you.
Like, I don't believe you anymore. I think you're just trying to be some mean jerk. You were the one shooting the whole time.
No, it wasn't. I saw the guy. He was wearing like
a helmet and like jeans and a long sleeve black. He had an axe in his hand too. I'm a very successful podcast producer. You had so many opportunities that you just missed out on. Just listen for 91.9, all right? Hey, I thought you didn't want to be on the podcast.
I changed my mind. Most of all, I really need to eat. I think we have to revert to cannibalism, actually.
That is a good subject for the podcast.
I think we should eat you.
You're trying to steal podcast ideas, and I don't appreciate it. No, that's what you're talking about in the house back there, was stealing podcast ideas. No. I have sponsors. Do you have sponsors? Read an ad read. Show me your sponsors.
Yeah, it's Cannibal Crew of Nomad.
No, you're just making that shit up now, dude. How do you get your money in? Through what LLC? Go ahead. Try to get 91.9, the Fresh Station, to pick up your podcast like they already picked up mine. You know what? I have so many wheels in motion that you don't even know how to find. The first person I run into tries to steal my podcast. Hey, do you want to start a podcast? That's what you say to weird noises. You just ask if it wants to start a podcast. Do you want to be on a podcast?
Come up here. We'll do the podcast up here.
Are you up there? Do you by chance have a 9-volt?
I do. Dude, come up here, man.
All right. What's your name? I'm Cecil.
Dude, I'm Cecil too. Cecil Youngboy.
Oh shit! It's the Cecils. I'm coming up. Hey, just to let you know, I'm a humble podcast producer. I have a good show called Delteria tonight. I'm happy for you to join me.
You have like food? I'm kind of starving to death.
No.
It's tough out here.
It's real tough. But I mean, I could hook you up. Do you need a gun or something?
You can have a gun?
I have one. I don't like it. Hey, come on, man. It's just a podcast, dude. I'm not fighting. I'm just trying to stab a podcast, man.
Hello, Cecil.
I'm
hungry and I need someone to eat.
That's great. Bye.
Oh.
Nah, dude. We have a mobile. Hello?
Hello.
I'm friendly. How are you?
I'm doing okay. How are you?
Oh, man. Food's a tough one today, huh?
For me, it's people. I just died to a 3. I killed 2.
Do you know what it is? I'm a pretty successful podcast producer, and I think people are just trying to steal ideas today.
Fair.
Have you heard about any new podcasts in Chernarus?
Negative. No, I haven't been too keen on that.
Well, you just ran into the biggest podcast producer in Altaria, and I've moved here. You know, I'm looking to dig my feet in.
I was about to say, yeah, it's pretty uncommon for people to stop and talk here. Especially in this particular region, I feel like I'm constantly trying to converse.
Do you want to move up closer to somewhere that's not in the open then? In your choice?
Yeah, I'm down.
We could talk about possible ideas for a podcast maybe. I don't know if you're interested, but
Yeah, I'm down.
oh, that's awesome. What's your name?
John, what's your name?
Cecil, Cecil. I was named after a cat.
Well, you want to head into town, or you want to move?
Well, I mean, if no one's talking in town, I mean, that's the most important part of my job is finding where the talk is. Maybe there's talk out there.
Yeah, just the issue is the further you get more inland, people are just
Very
scared to
good
talk.
point.
They got so much.
It's a very good point. Well, there is a mission for this podcast, and that would be to find a radio because, you know, we need people to be listening across all of Chernarus, and if we don't have a radio, how are they going to hear our hard-hitting conversations?
I know exactly where we can find a radio transceiver, like the backpack radio. I know
Dude,
exactly where one's at.
take me. You'll be the best producer. If you want to be co-host and producer, we have sponsors, by the way, so there's a lot of money lined up for this.
It's like all the way on the western side of the map.
Oh shit! We can get a car there too and have a mobile podcast like Steve-O.
I'm down.
All right, dude, let's go. Yeah, we'll get a compass and we at least know where to go west. Dude, we got it. We got the podcast rolling with John. Another John.
I said the base over there on the western. Well, I say it's a base. It's a box and a bush. Not all it is, but and like some buried stuff because I got killed before I could accomplish the whole base building adventure.
Oh, so you just gotta pick up from where you left off.
Yeah, kinda. I mean, I'm mobile for the most part. Like where it's at is really secluded out in the middle of there. It's got a nice little bit of area to it. A little hunter shack in the middle of nowhere.
Oh, that's a good place to run pre-production meetings for episodes.
Oh, the drip is real.
Oh shit, dude! Bucket hat.
Now, I don't know your particular opinion on these things, but how do you feel about, like, you know, like, maybe perhaps like hog tying people as, like, guests? Yeah, as we go further inland, people just become super scared and they don't want to be, like, talkative. They just forget how to speak all of a sudden, and so I feel like that's really the only way to get them involved.
If we got a good sledgehammer?
A rubber slugs kind of guy.
Oh, okay. On occasion, I'll carry like a pair of like handcuffs or a rope, just in case there's an unwilling guest. And you know, if you want to bring drama to a good conversation, you can wake someone up in the middle of a podcast live. That would be. I've always wanted to do that.
Oh yeah, they just wake up as we're doing the intro.
Exactly. Like, hey, you're on 91.9, the Fresh Station, with your hosts Cecil and John.
I do want to get that radio transceiver though. That thing would be crazy.
That is the mission to have. So I'll let you know my rules for engagement. I don't know about yours. Is I only attack those who are a threat to the podcast. So right now it's just the zombies because they're not good guests. We don't need all that guttural noises on the radio. Like we're about sound etiquette and not about screaming.
We're not no ASMR channel. We're doing a podcast.
Exactly.
You gotta speak with some intelligence.
Exactly. So until someone becomes a threat, that like intelligent life form can mean a lot of things. Like if someone's trying to steal your idea for a podcast, they are now a threat and not intelligent. So we can dispose of them if we need to. I've had to dispose of someone because they talked about 1940s Germany a little too soon in the conversation. It seemed really tacky to just immediately refer to the Nazis, you know, and so he had to go.
Yeah, you gotta mix it up a little bit. I mean, if you're gonna talk about the Nazis, at least you gotta talk about like other things pertaining. You can't just tunnel vision on it too hard.
Exactly, because if you don't know of, I don't know if you ever heard of Godwin's Law, but it's an internet theory that states every long conversation or argument online will eventually lead to a mention of 1940s Germany, no matter how long it goes, and I don't want to prove it right.
Yeah, that's fair. I respect that.
I'll be honest, I kind of wish we would have stopped at that water.
Yeah, I meant to, and then I kind of forgot. Well, I went into the house, I came out, and I thought you were gone elsewhere for a second.
I get carried away with, you know, ideas and sponsors and stuff like that. I'm a real victim to my job, so I forget to eat and drink sometimes.
We'll find some stuff. We'll do okay.
So, John, this is a possible question for a podcast I want to run by you. Base building in Chernarus. Do you think that can possibly lead to more violence just because now people possess more things?
100%. One of my first runs when I was trying to get to that location that I was talking about, there's an industrial lot, like a giant logging operation right underneath. And in past wipes, I have gone to that industrial complex, and there's been multiple bases there. And just this wipe yesterday on wipe day, I was going to my base location just kind of to dump some stuff. And lo and behold, there was like 3 dudes there that were all building a base, and like one of them was walking across the lot with logs, and I decided to wave at him, and then proceeded to fall over 3 seconds later. So, yeah, 100%. People just become very, I don't know, it just gets people to like gear fear to a degree.
Yeah.
They just get too greedy almost, where they just are afraid to think outside the box.
And once they stick that flag into the land, they immediately think, well, we now got to protect our lawn.
100%, yeah. And like, it just kind of gets old, you know, because I don't know. I like the nomadic lifestyle, and I feel like it kind of brings a new fresh pop. Because like, otherwise, like, I don't know, if I was deathly in love with the stuff I had, or like a base or something, I wouldn't be doing these fresh spawn runs where I'm kind of like enjoying myself. Like, had I spawned and had a base to go to, I would have spawned and just started sprinting, and I would have been sprinting for 10 minutes, and then now I have gear again. I don't know, that's just kind of helpful. I just feel like it kind of ruins a lot of the idea behind what this is all about.
Yeah, it becomes like a hoarders thing, and hoarders are never happy.
Yeah.
You've seen that show, right?
Oh yeah, 100%.
My favorite part of that show is they measure things inside, like dump trucks. Like, it took 3.5 dump trucks to get this house clean.
Yeah. But yeah, I don't know. I like the nomadic life a lot more. The cars are a bit tricky to give up.
I mean, once you get a car, that's basically like you just beat the game. Like, you could just go cruising.
I swear to God, every single time I've had a car, I'll just be cruising, and all of a sudden we'll just get lit up. And I'll be in the car with like 3 or 4 guys. I'll turn around and I'll look in the back seat, and at least one guy's dead. To a degree, it's a death trap. I mean, but at the same time, 9 times out of 10, if people shoot at you, they're gonna obviously get away pretty easily. Hold up, what is this?
Hey, baby, looks pretty fresh. What we got in here? I got a radiator.
It's got everything.
Oh, mobile podcast.
No way. Hold on, no way. No way this actually happened.
Is this crashed? No, this is not crashed. They'll be back.
Like, yeah, all this was open though. So somebody was definitely here, but I think it's time to leave.
God damn it, I never thought we'd take the podcast on the road.
So,
Let's just go west.
we need to get some water. And yeah, you said to head west, but I really don't even know what direction it's west.
We go away from
where
it?
we came from was we were on like the south.
Oh, we were at the south, you're
Yeah, I'm
right.
gonna stop here and see if there's a truck. Wait, hold on, there's goats. Wait, pause.
Oh, I'll beat the shit out of a goat. There's a goat means we're going west? Come here, goat.
A lot faster than I thought it was.
Woo!
Shoot. Yeah, I don't
Alright.
think they were that fast.
Yeah. Oh, we could hit it with a car.
I mean, yeah, I guess that's possible. Screw it. Anything is roadkill if you're brave enough. There's some water up here that we need to hit.
So, John, what are you thinking of names for the podcast?
Oh, I've got no idea. I kind of thought you already had something established.
You know, maybe we can figure out, you know, themes or something based on our little trip to finding the radio.
Yeah, I'm down.
Cool.
Now, that radio has been sitting there since, like, last night.
Oh, hell yeah, baby!
I'll let that one live.
We kill more animals than the ASPCA. Gotta protect the podcast, gotta protect the podcast, gotta protect the podcast, gotta protect the podcast. Yeah,
Yeah, right up here at this little, like, farmhouse thing, there's a buffer off so we can fill the radiator up.
Yeah, appreciate it. Hey, more water. Hey, no steam, no
There we
smoke.
go.
So, John, when you're running over an hour on a run and you've established quite the inventory, does your anxiety go up the longer you stay alive and the more you get?
Not just like general, just like as time goes on, not really. But definitely right when I get into an engagement, even if I just killed the guy, I'm still like my heart rate just skyrockets for several like minutes.
Like, gotta walk it
So
off.
They're like even if it's even if it's like mediocre stuff for the most part. I mean, give me like new guns that I'm like, okay, these are nice. Then yeah, it'll kind of stay elevated a little bit.
Some people call that the thrill of war.
Yeah, which I mean, I'm all for that.
Hey, man, sometimes it's what keeps you alive, you know?
Oh yeah, I don't know if you know the name, but I play Escape from Tarkov, and definitely has that little sense.
You get real sweaty, man, if you're a Tarkov dude. I'm happy that you're on my podcast.
That 3,000 hours. And
Hey.
about 3 hours in that tree.
Nice little casual stroll. I love this. I love this. Oh my God! If only people heard the hard-hitting conversation we're having right now, the sponsors would be amazed. Like, dude, you would not believe how excited the sponsors are for this episode right now. I'm constantly getting reports over and over about how they can't wait until we get our first guest in, and until our first ad read. They're really excited about our ad reads.
Oh yeah, I can imagine. Okay, now our next issue. All right, I'm gonna be honest. I'm gonna pose a bit of an issue though.
Okay.
When we get this backpack, it requires a car. If memory serves me, it requires a car battery.
To use the backpack?
That's going to be another. Yes. So if we want, here's the solutions.
Is he
We keep the
lying?
podcasts mobile by having different spots that we go to the podcast at, or we have so like we just drive around to different like spots.
I like establishing. No, I like establishing different, different like podcast like location.
Yeah, we can just take the battery out of this.
Okay. Yeah. I mean, I'm all about making
Alright.
random pop-up studios.
You down to take a stop? We got some military stuff.
Yeah. A battery for a
Get a
backpack?
little juice.
So a battery for a backpack? Like, what's that do?
Yeah, it's it's called like a field transceiver or something. And yeah, it's like a military like.
Oh, it's a fucking ham radio.
Yeah, basically.
Dude, this could be the technology. This could be a technology podcast.
That's a person with a gun. He's got a gun.
Hey, buddy, we're just podcast producers, just looking for a radio.
Hey, bro. How's it going, man?
Hey, no issues. If you can't speak, all we need is listeners for our podcast. An audience is just as important as the hosts. So, if you're ever on 91.9, get on a radio, 91.9. We'll have an amazing technology podcast coming real soon. Yeah, I think he's gonna listen.
Yeah, I agree. All right, yeah, let's head back to the car.
Well, I'm happy word's getting out for the podcast. That's just as important.
Yeah, hopefully all of our other advertising goes that well.
Oh God, our main sponsor is a male protein supplement, and he has our backs all the way. He's allowing us full artistic freedom, basically.
What's the supplement's name?
Oh God, our sponsor is J Rob Protein. He's a male supplement protein. It's mostly 25 grams of vanilla whey protein in each scoop allowing you to have more and more confidence to hit on older women. Hey, we're podcast producers. Are you okay, buddy? I'm still good. Oh,
Yeah,
he's still
I'm
shooting
fine.
zigzag a little bit. Zigzag. He's a threat to the podcast.
That's the thing. That's the thing is I can't zigzag on these. rude.
All right, we're good. We're good. We're good. We're good. We're good. We're good. That's okay. That's okay.
We're approaching Balota, which I feel like is the most sketchy place in the area.
Oh yeah, is this where all the crime is?
That was a gun in the center of the street.
I'll go look.
Yeah, that's a gun and it has a mag in it. Go grab that shit. This is so sketchy. Oh my god. I told you this is a sketchy area, bro. I'm so terrified.
That could have been an IED,
Oh my
man.
God.
We're good.
Bro, I am quaking in my boots right now.
No ammo, but we got a MP5.
That's okay. Ridiculous.
That's podcast security right
The
there.
intimidation.
Just the possibility that someone tries to steal our idea or tries to talk about 1940s Germany too soon. We'll need this gun. If once we get this ammo, we'll have more security on the podcast, and we'll be able to weed out all the bad guests, you know?
A little past Kamika, there's a military checkpoint. We would have to
There's a good chance there's a radio at the military checkpoint, and that would kick things off pretty well.
Yeah, I get you. You have a 9-volt battery for that?
No, that's another thing we need. But now that we have this car and more to worry about with the podcast, we do need to... See, I usually approach life really carefree, and I'm always just thinking about the next podcast. But once we get our feet dug into a podcast, that's when I start getting that fear, you know? Kind of like when someone's overgeared.
Yeah, this is such a great start that we've already had that, yeah, I'm already, like, in the weeds in terms of fear. I'm terrified of this.
Okay.
It's such a kickstart.
Since this was becoming a theme of conversation, something maybe like the Fear to Survive podcast or survival.
Oh, yeah, I love that.
Okay, okay, the Fear to Survive podcast, because you know that is basically the heart of this place.
100%. Yeah. I didn't know there was a gas station here, and I am so happy.
Nice.
Do you want to fill the car real quick?
Yeah.
Oh wait, I thought we could do it from this. Gonna have to be closer. I always
Got it.
Yeah, that might fix it.
Yeah, dude. I have that fear right now just pouring. Kind of like, you know how dogs get like terrified when they're taking a shit because they can't see behind them? I got that fear. I don't think he heard me, but that was good podcast talk. All right, the Fear of Survival podcast coming to a town near you. Brought to you by J-Rob Protein. J-Rob, the best tasting protein on the planet. Other than people, what is another major fear you have in Chernarus?
Disease, in all honesty. I feel like it's pretty challenging unless you're, like, well-equipped before you get it. Yeah, I always get sick, and then I'm, like, trying to be irrational and getting it fixed. I'm just kind of behaving improperly, and it just ends up getting me killed.
Oh, that just happened to me, man. I was going hungry, and I didn't have a way to wash my hands, and I needed to eat, and I ate anyway, and it just prolonged my life for 2 more minutes for that irrational decision.
In canteens and water bottles is just crazy challenging sometimes.
Oh yeah, you'll get sick, but you just think, nah, this is a good one. You're always looking for that box of Tetra pills when you need it, and you never pick it up thinking you'll need it.
Like, my last life, I had 9 of them. But yeah, I didn't get sick at any point. But the life before that, all I needed was 1 charcoal tablet, and I would have been fine. But instead, I was just being very brash, and it just ended up getting killed.
Those guys who dropped this car off like 20 minutes ago are totally like bugging out.
Oh yeah, for sure. Because this thing was just too perfect, and like, I don't think cars spawn with the hood like cracked up like that. All right, yeah, let's. Like, you see that up there?
Where?
The truck.
Oh, what?
That's a functional truck right there. And you know what it probably has?
A radio.
Absolutely.
Hey, what'd you find?
Okay, the battery is on the ground next to the driver door. Just a heads up, that truck does not spawn there. So I don't know who put it there. I don't know where they're at, but yeah, that's not where it's supposed to be. There's no radio, but
Okay.
I put the battery on the ground next to the driver's side door if we want to grab it. I don't know if it's compatible or not for the radio though.
What we could use that battery for is for a PA radio, and we can have a regional podcast.
Yeah, I get you. Okay, yeah, if you want to grab it, that's fine. We can throw it
All right,
down.
I'll be right back.
I'm just gonna fill this with water so we have plenty of water for a while.
I like him. I like John a lot. And this guy is just taking care of us like every good co-host. Literally, that's what these podcasts have become. It's just other people taking care of me.
This is just the town of the batteries, huh?
Yeah. Was that a 9-volt battery?
Yeah, it was.
Oh shit, I didn't know you were pointing at for a second. Holy shit! Alright, we're one step away. I love it when people take care of me. I'm just a podcast producer, you know?
Okay, so what an idea.
Oh, okay.
Would you be opposed to my base that I'm kind of situated at is pretty close for the most part. It's like a foot hike away.
Okay.
We want to go up there and leave this behind and go up to hit the different spots.
Yeah, no, dude, I'm all for it. Let's see your home first, you know?
Make sure that it actually is still intact. Well, it's not really much of my home. Here, do you want to check that real quick? Not much of my home. I don't really possess
gonna leave me.
ownership over
This
it
is total.
at the
This is a
moment.
total prank.
I haven't really quite set my foot down on it.
Okay. This isn't one of those pranks where I go out in the woods for a second and you drive away, right?
Absolutely not. No.
Okay.
Dude, I took my hands off the fucking wheel.
Okay, cool.
Like we were out of
Cool. Just a rangefinder.
What was it?
A rangefinder.
Oh, okay.
I'm not
I
sniping.
kind of like rangefinders sometimes.
I mean, if
it's a nice change of pace from like a magnifier.
yeah, you know, if you have a really advanced scope, it's useful. All right, I'll be back. I hope you stay. Have you ever watched Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer?
I've watched it more times than I can count.
Nothing. Who am I? Nothing. I'm the guy who constantly licks his mine pick and he can't taste the gold. Yukon Cornelius. Ah,
What
okay.
are you trying to find here now?
He doesn't know Yukon Cornelius from Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer.
I'm gonna be honest, I might have one
Oh my god. Oh my god.
there. Figure it out.
Nice breaks. Nice breaks. Maybe we should ask for directions?
I don't really know who to ask is the issue. The only populace that I know of around here is to the right. There's some boars. And a little further, there's some bears.
Oh.
That's about all I know about
Oh,
over here.
no.
Though.
Maybe we can hit a bear. That'd be fun.
Fun, but I'm gonna be honest. I don't think we do that, even in the car.
Oh man.
Wait. Oh. Okay. No, I know where we're at. That to the
Hey.
right is the industrial lot I was talking about.
Oh.
Very sketch. Did I already make a wrong turn? Was there a right turn right there?
I don't think so. In my opinion, there's no wrong turn with you.
Oh well, we're taking the scenic route. That's my idea.
Hey, you know, it's almost Sunday. Sunday drives can be on Saturday.
There's some history right here.
History?
Got a little bunker.
Oh. Chernarus history.
Check it out.
It's one of those historic points that's like on the side of the highway.
Yeah.
This would be a good conversation for a
historic point with a
podcast.
Glock.
What's that? Ooh, baby. You got protection now.
A historic point with a Glock that has bullets.
Oh, in this day in history, someone hid away in a bunker and they... All right, see, I'm going towards 1940s Germany. I gotta stop.
Yeah, I guess I didn't really think about that before having to stop here, huh?
No, that was my fault. That was my fault. I almost had to kick myself off the podcast.
It's just a funny little spot that I was come across and think it's kind of funny.
Are there any stories behind this historic point?
Not that I know of. I don't know. I don't really have like a sign or anything explaining it. It's just kind of here.
Yeah, most rest stops have signs. Well, I'll remember this in the history of me.
That's good. Maybe that can be something we talk about in the first episode.
Yeah, the history? Oh my god, how important is history?
I mean, I think we're going to be making up a lot of what we talk about, though, because it's not like we know about the history, but, you know, we can just talk about the different points.
John, that's what podcasting's all about. Being uninformed and speaking with confidence. There's the right. There's the right.
Yeah. Alright, there's another tower here real quick, and then we just got a last little leg ahead.
Don't hit me, don't hit me, don't hit me! This is a perfect time to drive away.
Yeah, well, break to you.
Alright, do you need suit pants? If we could do a video podcast, having a nice pair of pants wouldn't hurt.
I think I'll pass.
Alright.
I prefer to have my, what's the word? Ergonomics, I should say.
Yeah, you know, you're more factual than emotional. I get it.
We gotta crank this bad boy back a little bit. It's a little too inclined for me.
You know, Evil Knievel didn't start at the top of the ramp.
You would happen to have a shovel, would you?
No, I passed one up. Sorry.
Because, yeah, I got some buried treasure up here that I frankly don't have access to anymore.
Oh, man, I would have totally grabbed that. I'm all for buried treasure. Hunters.
This is the spot.
What's up, huh? What's up?
Somebody's been here. Somebody's been here and they left a 1911 behind, and I don't know if I should take that as a threat or what.
What'd they leave behind?
They left behind a 1911.
Why?
I don't know.
Well, we gotta ask them about it if we find them. I got a baseball bat, hit them in the head. They'll wake up on a podcast. They'll get the real fear of survival with us.
I'm just confused. I don't know who would have done it. You'll come over here, you'll notice the unobtainable buried treasure.
So this the spot, huh?
Yeah.
Very, very nicely hidden, by the way. If you didn't say anything, I would have never stumbled.
Yeah. Yeah, that's pretty nice. I mean, I got some more treasure over here, but...
You're a little chipmunk, aren't you?
Still there now. Oh, yeah.
Whoa, arsenal. Wow. Dude, this is just in the open. That's awesome, man. You mind if I take a little 9mm?
Yeah, go ahead. Alright, well, the server's about to go down, so we can come back here in a minute.
Okay. Oh, yeah, okay. Cool. Look what I found. I just logged back on. moderators or administrators or whatever that thought we were doing something. Unless he's a fucking dirty player and I didn't know it, and I just got pulled into his shit. They said he died of a gunshot. So I logged back in, and then he was dead right there, as you saw. Hey, man, you listen to any podcasts recently?
No.
Oh, shit.
Know the guy.
Dude, this is like Highlander. Holy shit! Oh, dude, we gotta get out.
We just got fucking
We gotta go. Are we shooting or are we podcasting? Like, seriously. You can't get the moral high ground doing this, by the way. Dear pants, man, I would give you mine.
I don't need pants.
It's for the podcast.
But it almost diminishes the thrill.
91.9 The Fresh Station's the Champions Podcast. And I'm your host, Cecil. What the fuck are you talking about?
What the? Okay, all right. Okay,
All
yeah,
right.
the host, you. Damn. Rick. Out.
Hey, you all ready for this? It's for the podcast, everyone. Oh, yep.
For what it's worth, you look delicious.
I'm done with him. I'm trying to control people, you know, in the conversation on these airwaves right here.
People betray you and tell you lies.
Hey, bud. How you doing? Hey, what do you think? Bombs bursting in air or what?
Oh, fuck! Wait, is that... You just killed me.
Oh, that was you?
Oh my fucking god.
Is he dead? Oh, shit.
You're that done with him?
Oh,
What happened in here?
Shit.
Okay.
You're an animal.
That's not what we want on this podcast.